teaching people what they call practical tactical firearms training, but it's only a one-directional ranges. And imagine the insanity of teaching someone to drive a car and they don't turn the wheel. Mm-hmm. They just drive straight. What's going to be their competency level when they get out there on the open road? Or are they going to be an accident waiting to happen?
Right.
And the same applies to a firearm, if not more so. And that's where we have come in and tried to bring a real live 360-degree environment to the public. It's not done out there. If it is, it's done with airsoft or semi-munitions, which is impractical. Mm-hmm. Doesn't work.
Yeah, so you offer a really unique range experience. I haven't heard of any other ranges that are doing this yet. Not that I've been that many states checking it out and everything, but you guys are really privileged to have all your property to be able to offer 360-degree training. Do you have your students practicing 360 degrees on their first day?
Absolutely. We can take someone who's never fired a gun. We've done this before. Just the class happened to married up this way, and a firearms instructor sitting next to him. Mm-hmm. And in this one case, couple came to the course, and I had a firearms instructor from somewhere else. They wanted to join in, so we brought them together in the class. And the lady was, through the first part of our presentation, I'm just going over the equipment familiarization, firearm familiarization, what to expect, just a little intro for the course on PowerPoint. And I had the firearms hanging in front of them and their equipment and everything. And I'm trying to be a little interactive. We have 3 guests. Our max class is 4, so 3 is a nice size. And I'm looking at her, and she's just looking at the wall. She's no eye movement. She's not responding to any of the questions I'm putting out to the 3 guests, and trying to keep it a little bit humorous because I know everybody's nervous. And I asked her a question. I can't remember. She goes, I just can't think right. That was her response. She goes, I just can't believe I'm going to be holding that gun that's sitting in front of me.
She's terrified.
Terrified. Absolutely terrified. Why? Because her loving husband put a 12 gauge in her hand to start out with. Can you know, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Men just do not understand that. Yeah. God. Anyway, so we handed her the gun, and oh man, it was all but tears swelling up in her eyes.
Oh, that poor woman.
And it was 8 hours later, 500 rounds later, 75 rooms later, she looked at her husband at the end of the class and said, "Honey, tonight the gun's going to be on my nightstand."
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was the one I love repeating over and over. And she was a character, man. Just she had to grab that confidence that was there. I had to tell her how good she was, and she didn't even know it, with that ability to multitask, that procedurally driven mind. And she had the perfect learning mentality. She wasn't emotional about this. You were scared of it. Different than being emotional, like your husband's going to be emotional in a few minutes. But once that confidence blossomed out, man, she came out of her shell, and it was amazing. It's amazing. I love watching women coming through the course because they perform so well. They're so procedurally minded.